so in this one, I want to go over this community tier list. This is from the Dragon Ball Legends Discord, the main one from the subreddit, and it's just known about by a lot of people. It probably has like over 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 users. It's very well known. This is where I get the data mines from. Well, sometimes get data mines from, sometimes it's another server, but this is the server where if you play Legends, you want to talk to other people about the game, given a lot of people are very toxic. You can go here, talk about the game, talk about Dokkan, talk about whatever, your summons, your team building, whatever. So you go here, you know, it sounds like I'm promoting it. I'm not. It's just this is what you use the server for. And you could find out new people, content creators, whatever the fuck. You could literally see everything on the server about Legends and everything you need to improve and or just interact, right? So to look at this, a community tier list. Welcome to the 17th community tier list, or better, second edition of the revamped community tier list from now on. A new rival, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, went beyond his limits and joined our Tournament Power 20, ranked 11, not bad at all. The Alpha rank seems a swap of positions, blah blah blah. The Beta rank, it's basically the ranking. So Alpha rank, obviously 1 through 4, Beta 5 through 8, Gamma, blah 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 blah. So that's what the rankings are. Among the units added in this round of votes, we have Zenkai 7, Legends Limited Goten, EX Jiren, Gohan, Blue Gohan, Majub, and Kaba, who didn't make it, but are in the top 40. And then they have Tearless and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, did not make it to our pre-selected top 40. And this is, obviously you see it here, this tier list is a result of voting by verified top 6K players, with the majority ranking top 2K or higher. Legends Limited are considered at 6 stars. Non-LF units are considered as 9 stars. The older the unit, the higher stars they get. So like Android 18 to be a 14, but like I don't know, Bojack would be at like 6 through 9 because he's newer, right? Free-to-play units are considered 14 and Zenkai 7 if applicable, and then Gacha Zenkai units are considered at Zenkai 7, meaning summonable Zenkais that are not LFs. So like Fat Boo here, right? So this is the list. Again, top 6K players, usually ranking higher than that. Like me personally, I'm allowed to vote in this list because I, sent in whatever that I usually stay in the top, 500, 1K, 300, whatever the hell I'm in. It's just easy to do at this point, right? So look at this. I want to see how accurate this is because this is meant to be the people that are maybe not the best players in the world, but I would say the top 5 to 3% of Legends players make this list up. Obviously it's not like number 1 through 100 making this list. So I'd say like top 5 to like 3%, maybe you can even push it to like top 8% make this list up. So it's not like it's Joe Schmo who just stumbled upon the game and is making this list a week after playing the game, right? There's people who play this game consistently, play against these meta teams, off meta teams, use these units, blah 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 blah. Similar to Game Press, where Game Press is just more established than this list. This is a community-based, while Game Press is a statistical, more analytical. This is more a feel-based, it seems like, just from looking at it, like a first glance, right? So look at Alpha, obviously, number 1 through 4. I don't think the order matters entirely, but I'm going to consider that the order does matter, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I'll just, for my sake, I'll say it does. I think it actually does. But to look at it, Revival Gohan, number 1, I think he's in discussion for number 1, sure. The top 4 is just what everyone agrees upon, right? That's just how the game is now. These top 4, the Sun Family quadruplets, I guess you could call them, or the hybrid triplets, is the best of the game. There's no arguing it. There's no debating it. Doesn't matter who's really where. No, I guess Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you could put him last just because he's not part of the trio. But Gohan are all on the same team of hybrids, so to switch them around would be meaningless, right? I guess if you really want to be picky, FSK is number 1, and then I guess Future Gohan's number 2 because the support he offers more than Revival, and then Revival being a Revival makes him number 3. If I were to rate this personally, I would put FSK number 1, but it's obviously in order. To look, so Gohan stayed the same rank. They had him number 1 last time. +2 means this FSK went up +2. Obviously, because of Revival Gohan is why he probably went up. Future Gohan went up, and then Super Saiyan 3 Goku went down. So I assume Goku and Gohan were swapped before Revival Gohan dropped, but LF Future Gohan was still seen as good as he is. Okay, interesting. Beta, B tier, 5 through 8, Namek Goku, Kid Buu, Fat Buu, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is interesting. Namek Goku, huh? And he was there last time. Kid Buu was also in the same spot. I mean, also this is from like a week ago, right? This is the 31st of August, so this is before Kale and Khalifa and Topo, right? They wouldn't make this list, by the way. Maybe Topo could barely make it at the bottom, but I don't think they make this list. Namek Goku, I would put below, like, I want to say Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't know. It's that issue of, I've discussed it so many times. He's a skill-dependent unit. If you're really good with him, then sure, he could be number 5, but an average player that's in these ranks isn't that great with him. I put him like number 8. I'd say Super Saiyan 4 Goku could actually be like number 7. I do think Kid Buu could be number 5, and then Fat Buu could drop a little bit. Yeah, I don't... Because look at the purples surrounding Fat Buu. It's Revival Gohan, and then you have LF Gohan, obviously Super Saiyan 2, who fucks over regen anyways. They have Super Saiyan 4 Goku right next to him, who can just two-shot him with a strike and blue card. Yeah, Buu drops down a little bit. He doesn't have the craziest value with these strong-ass purples like Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, and Revival Gohan running amok almost every single game. Even if you're not running them, you have like Purple Hit who can still shit stomp Fat Buu. And I know color and shit, but it plays a role, right? If there's less of this color that's dominant than this other color that is, you know, disadvantage to it, it won't be in a bad spot. They'll be in a good spot. You see, let's say, I don't know, you see Future Gohan up there. Who's really his contender? Bojack? Okay, Future Gohan goes neutral. FSK? Okay, Future Gohan goes neutral. Red Gogeta? Okay, like, you get me? There's no contender. But to look at, like, I don't know, like, blue units seem to be thriving on this list. Well, who's the only contenders? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Fat Buu, nothing else in this whole entire list. There's only 2 greens. So blues are obviously thriving. You see so many blue units in the top 10. You notice it, right? And green is the kind of weak color. So yeah, Fat Buu could drop to like 11th, and then Vegeta would drop further, but we'll get into that. I do think Namek Goku should be swapped with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Kid Buu is in a fine spot. Kid Buu can honestly be number 5 if I think about it. Like, Kid Buu just, I don't know, Saiyans and regen, extra damage, 6-star LF. Kid Buu always, like, impresses me, and I have him 6 stars. If I were going to say this, I would not change, let's say if I'm not going to change 5 through 8, like, who's in it, but I'll change the order. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then Kid Buu, then Namek Goku, then Fat Buu. And that's, like, giving Namek Goku, like, the benefit of the doubt that you're a really good player with them, because I do think Fat Boo's better, but just, like, again, the purples, right? The purples are way too strong to allow Fat Buu to even exist in most matches. Just my take. 9 through 12. Goku, I don't know what Goku is rated at. Non-Lens of the Wicked are at 9. So Goku is rated at 9. That is inaccurate. You're not going to have this guy at 9. I have him at 7. Goku, Bardock, Vegeta, again rated at 6. And then Gogeta Blue. Bardock went up 1. Goku went up 9. That Revival Gohan's dropped, right? Well, this is like after Revival Gohan. Obviously, you see Super Saiyan Blue Evolution just dropped. It says new there. But it's like once Revival Gohan really like started showing out like this hybrids meta of a team, that's why Goku went up so much in value, I guess. Or maybe you just have more chances to summon because Banner was out longer. I don't know what they're considering it at, but Goku better than Bardock. Wow, Vados isn't on this list. It's interesting. Okay. Goku better than Bardock. To look at the other Super Saiyans here, I would tend to agree, right? You only have Red Gogeta. LF Broly doesn't make this list. Purple Broly doesn't make this list. So yeah, Goku, I agree, number 9. I mean, I could even rate him higher, like number 7, because he's countering the entire top 3. Like, he's not type disadvantage to anyone. He's not advantage to everyone, but he's not type disadvantage to anyone. He counters them all out. And Hybrids has no green, as you can see here. There's no green for them on this entire list, because that green trunks his ass, and other units alongside them are just pretty mediocre compared to the trio that they have. Bardock. I mean, if there were another blue, I would move him up, but there's no other blue. That's a Super Saiyan, so I guess he just stays there, right? He could go down a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Vegeta, I personally still think Gogeta Blue is better than Vegeta, especially at equal stars. If you have like even one more star than your Gogeta Blue, I think he's vastly better than Vegeta. Vegeta's also kind of like Namek Goku. It's not obviously the same scenario, but it's just that Vegeta, you need to play better to do better, right? Like, he will show out if you play better than your opponent, not necessarily if he's just a static unit that's going to do this set amount of damage and then builds up or something like that. He will build up, but you have to manipulate how you're going to play. You have to play a lot more strategic, a lot smarter, it feels like, with Vegeta, and kind of predict a lot more than you would have like with Gogeta Blue. So essentially, Gogeta Blue is like the turn off your brain version of Vegeta, because Gogeta Blue is going to do the same amount of damage. Maybe it'll take him a little bit longer, but Gogeta Blue, from my experience, does more consistency. Obviously, again, Vegeta can do better than Gogeta. I'm not saying he can't. It's just, on a consistent basis, you will have your Gogeta Blue be better than Vegeta. And if we're looking at team-wise especially, Vegeta doesn't have a perfect partner, while Gogeta has his ideal perfect partner that when she power creeps out, yes, Vegeta will be better, but right now, Gogeta does not have a power creeped partner. He has a very in-meta partner of Vados. So I would say Gogeta Blue's higher than Vegeta. Vegeta is a little bit overrated on this list, I would say. Other tier, 13 through 16. Bojack, 13. Piccolo, 14. He went up 2. Why did he go up 2? How in the hell did he go up? Because Revival Gohan? I guess. Okay. DKP went down 5. I'm going to check out the last time they did this list and see who was where. I'm curious. After, we go over this one, but Zamasu went down 7. What the fuck? Why were they so highly rated? Regen had no buffs. Like, the last list was like, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago? Regen had no buffs 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. I mean, Bojack, I would rate Vegeta higher than Bojack, maybe even higher than Bardock, honestly. You had the full movie's core right there, blue, red, purple, of Gohan, Goku, and Bojack, and that trio is better than Super Saiyans in my opinion, better than Vegeta on God Key, better than Gogeta. That's iffy. I don't know. Yeah, Gogeta, it's hard to say if Bojack's trio is better than Gogeta's trio. They're very similar in how tanky and annoying they are, right? Revival and just perfect healing on both teams, basically. I don't know. Piccolo should be down. DKP should be down. The main unit, FSK, you're getting two-shotted. I don't know where their value comes in. I understand there's only 2 reds above them, but both those reds, I mean, Bojack's Awakened Arts can, what, get you to 1 health if you just use it correctly. Like, you, I don't even know how to describe how to use it. Let's say you Blast Arts, you miss, then you backdash, pop your main, and they don't swap. Then you have it off a 0 combo, because combo compensation obviously will make it do less damage. You do it off a 0 combo, Bojack's going to get to any yellow unit's health to be 1 HP, because it doesn't kill, but Piccolo and DKP are not exempt to that circumstance. That's just how it is. FSK could do the same thing with 2 Blast Darts, maybe even 1 Blast Darts if he's in the right situation, and you have his best equips on. Piccolo and DKP shouldn't even be on this list. Who would replace them? Let me think about that for a second. To look at Zamasu, though, I don't... Every time I fight a Zamasu, I never see his value. Now, he could be annoying, right? He can do okay damage. He can do fine damage. He can do good damage, honestly. He can do, like, Vegeta-level damage very quickly compared to Vegeta. But the thing is, he dies in -2 cards, and that's not good enough. I don't think any of these last 3 here on 13 through 16 make this list at all. They're just so squishy. You have 2 dominant reds that can legitimately 2-card them, and then you have a red unit here who can just get 1-carded by a base name at Goku's blue card. Pretty sure that's like a scenario that happens pretty often. Yeah, I don't think so. To list off who I think would make this list, I'm just trying to think who's actually like optimal on some of these teams. Angel Vegeta should move up. I understand he's yellow. Yes, I just made that, problem, I guess you could call it. But he can go neutral, and he pairs well with Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta should be on this list. Yeah, there's, what is his competition? Kid Buu? Gokua? Well, you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku Green to cover him. Super Gogeta should be higher. I think Angel Vegeta, Super Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta should all be on this. Maybe even Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because look at the yellows. Who do you have? Gogeta Blue, Future Gohan, but then you had that cover of like a red Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to cover him. Yeah, I don't think Piccolo, DKP, and Zamasu should even be near this list. 18, Gogeta, Vegeta, and Revival Goku. I don't think 18 makes this list at all. What's the purples? Goku and Gohan? Okay. What's the reds on their teams? 18 has nothing but straight bland, no utility, strike arts. She takes 3 cards from a red, that's a Zenkai. She's dead. She takes this Bojack's, Awakened Arts. She's at 1 HP. Zamasu's blue card, she's at like 1/4 HP. 18 just, she ain't it. I don't think she makes this list at all. She went actually down. She should probably be off this list at this point. Next time they update it. Red Gogeta. He could be higher, like I said. Super Saiyan stuff with Bardock, and then on Saiyans, he's very good. He has that card draw speed, allows you to delay combos and draw them out while you're trying to get Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Angel Vegeta back into tank, and or just IT out whatever your case scenario is. Red Gogeta is a good in-betweener and does good damage while being good in-between, and allows good stalling and can feign on blue card, so he's pretty toxic in that. Angel Vegeta, when you see Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that's how you know Angel Vegeta should be higher. If Goku's ever on the list, a Super Saiyan 3 LF obviously, then Vegeta should be, if not 10 spots behind him, 15 most, and technically he is 15 right here, but I think he takes a spot of like DKP or something, like this guy. His value, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I mean, you see it every single match you play against Saiyans, and or you use Saiyans. You'll have a Super Saiyan 3 Goku at like half health. This Vegeta will swap. He'll swap twice. Super Saiyan 3, back to full. That happens 3 times. That you can't say that's not good. And he can go neutral. He's lowering sub count when he's hit. He might not hurt, but he's basically just Vados for Saiyans, and Vados for Saiyans is a pretty scary thought. Now, Revival Goku, I think he is pretty slept on here. I think he easily makes Zamasu spot, yeah. Because I don't really value him, right? But on Saiyans, I mean, you have triple defense, the ability of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Angel Vegeta, and Revival Goku. Then you have double HP bench. Guess who ain't dying? Your cover cut, Revival Goku, your Super Saiyan 3 covering LF Goku, then your Angel Vegeta, who's going to reduce their ki by 50 when they keep going and he covers in. Yeah, that guy easily makes it like 16. I would say like 14 would be a better spot, but some of these units I just don't think should even be on this list. Piccolo, DKP, 18, Zamasu, yeah, they shouldn't be on this list, and some of these lower ones should be a lot higher. Maybe people didn't run to Super Saiyans as much, because thinking about it, this is when Evolution Blue Vegeta dropped. So what'd you run into? You ran into God Ki, you ran into Hybrids, and you ran into Saiyans. That's probably the main 3 teams, because Evolution Blue Vegeta. And then, obviously, Revival Gohan, and then Saiyans just being as dominant as they are, that's teams you ran into. So I guess people are more looking at God Ki units, because Zamasu, I feel like, should be nowhere near this list. Gogeta Blue, while he's good, I don't think people talk about him as much as they should, even though I know they get talked about him a lot now. They say, like, oh, he's fantastic, this, and that. But he never was talked about until Vegeta started kind of coming out and people are kind of comparing them. People just understood Gogeta Blue's good. Now they really understand it, and now he's probably... That's why he's here, right? That's something he's talked about more. And Revival Goku, he should be a lot higher. I don't know why he's underrated. Maybe people just killed his first life so quickly, they were like, oh, he's ass. But the ability to revive is the reason Revival Gohan is number 1 on this list. So, yeah, let me look at this other one, because I want to see what they put last week. Okay, so they had this trio. Why was FSK 4th? That's interesting. They had it. Okay, they had Super Saiyan 4 Goku above Fat Boo. What changed? Super 17 was on this. Really? Freeze the day and make it, obviously. Super 17? Why was he on this? Who was he, like, fucking over? Regen still wasn't that dominant when Full Power Frieza dropped. That's interesting. I don't know why he was here. Android 18 was still being overrated. Yeah, I don't know. This list was a little weird, both of these. They really overrate 18, and they underrate the best units in the game. Again, I mean, you look at FSK, he was number 4 last time? Tell me a situation where you think FSK is not the number 1 unit in the game, / number 3 at the bare minimum. I mean, this one looks more accurate, though. It's not that bad. Obviously, there's some exemptions. Everyone's going to disagree. It's an opinion-based list on several people's opinions. It's just a vote, like, who do you think is this? Obviously, I'm not going to agree wholeheartedly with everything. No one in the world is going to agree wholeheartedly with this entire list because it's from thousands, if not hundreds, of people that made this list and compiled it together, grouped into one kind of idea. It's an experience list. This isn't an analytical. This isn't a, thought-provoking, this is why this character is better because he does this much attack per, 5 cards. It's an opinion list based off people who played, and most likely you played against hybrids, Saiyans, and or God Key when this list was, coming out, being made. And you can see that here. There's a lot of hybrids, there's a lot of Saiyans, there's a lot of God Key, there's a lot of regen, which I am always playing in the top, 500 at this point, the last couple seasons, and every season prior to that. At least you guys hadn't seen that, but yeah, I always do. Can you guys tell me how many times I run into regen? Because I don't ever really face, I'll face Rival Universe, and obviously I know because Topo and Kellen Khalifa dropped, but I'll face that team more than I feel like I face regen at this point. Or USS, and USS only was used because Evolution Blue Vegeta, and he was a shiner on it, and you could just kind of make him look great. But compared to God Key, I see regen 1 in every 30 matches, maybe even more. Honestly, that's I don't know. I don't know why they put so many regen units that really you don't see them. I don't know how you'd rate them high if you don't see them. But then you don't see androids and Android 18s on this list. You never see, you see androids less than regen. Or, more or less the same, but basically less than regen. I don't know. Yeah, all you would run into this season would be hybrids, movies, I forgot to mention movies, Saiyans, and God Key. And most of that's on here, but some of these, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't think it's a bad list. Again, it's just a compilation of people's opinions of, experience in that, span to span from this one to the last one. I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. I don't think any tier list will ever be bad because, again, it's just experience. You can never deny someone's experience of something, and if I were to say this list is bad, it's like saying, oh, well, maybe this one guy who helped make it, they got shit stomped by Namek Goku, so that's why they put him number 5. Or a lot of people vote him number 5. Can't really deny that experience, but then it's the other edge of the sword, is he really number 5 though if you're up against someone that's in these ranks? Situationally, overall, I wouldn't say so, but that's just me. This list is what it is. I just think it's fun to look at tier lists, to rate them, to critique them, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of this list. And also, to mention, so I mentioned the thumbnails in my pinned comment 1 p.m. video, and I think they're good. If they're good, let me know. If they're bad, let me know. We're trying to change it up, trying to figure out what you guys prefer. So if you guys have critiques, any minute, big, or any critiques on any of it, let me know. And any critiques on me, this format, what I do, how I upload, what I make videos on, let me know. Obviously, 1 p.m. is usually PvP, always PvP, and 7 p.m. are a discussion of some sort. If you guys have critiques, let me know, because I heard people say, oh, sometimes for 7 p.m. do 2 PvP videos. If like this many units comes out, do 2 PvP videos, fuck a discussion. Then I also hear the other end of the side, it's like, do 2 discussions when this information drops. And it's like, you kind of gotta like fiddle around, because it's not like the same people that watch PvP videos watch discussion videos. It's 2 separate groups. Sometimes they merge, a lot of times they merge, but it's not like a full 100% PvP, 100% discussion watch. It's like 40, maybe 60 from PvP, then it's the 100% discussion. Then it's like 30% from discussions watch the PvP. Obviously it varies per video, but that's just how it works. Obviously discussions I feel like are more entertaining to get my opinion on things, because obviously hearing people's opinions, agreeing or disagreeing, that's literally society, that's the world. You want to do that, that's fun. It's something to keep your mind going, right? Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this list, of what I've been saying these last 2 minutes here, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.